with us today is our guest co-host for the week, Monica! Monica, it's your last day with us. I'm kind of bummed. You've taught us so much.
Really?
Yeah,
Yes.
about your motherhood, about all the different perspectives of your life.
Yes.
You got a lot of wisdom in you. Now, have you had fun this week, or has anything surprised you?
I had a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun.
You did?
And I think what is, it's kind of sad. What's not surprising, but appreciated, is how we shared all our different views on everything all week.
Oh, yeah, we did. We went deep.
But never once was there any disrespect.
Yeah.
Any level of, everything was done with respect and affection and love, and it was like we had our moments, we talk about stuff, and the stuff you guys don't see, I think, is amazing. Everybody's briefing, we in house coats, real moments, and that's how you get to all of these great real moments on The Real.
Yeah.
So that was the part that I was most pleased with.
Surprised about.
Yeah. Well, I ain't want to say surprise, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, it's always said that women can't get along, and it just happens with ease here.
Exactly.
It's like you say how you
you.
feel and you move on.
Yeah,
it's cool.
Sweet.
It's cool.
Thank
Jeannie, I heard you have some big weekend plans.
you. Yes.
You got to let us in on what's going on.
Yes. Okay, you guys. Well, this Sunday, I'm going to be covering the red carpet for the AMAs. I love it. I'm that girl. Yes, I love the show, but the red carpet, I'm still that old-fashioned girl who just loves to sit there and watch every single outfit cascade the red carpet. So I'm going to take you guys through the pre-arrivals and then obviously the fashion. It's going to be so much fun.
Oh, it's gonna
I
be
can't
great.
wait to
You're
watch.
so good at
Do
that.
you love the AMAs? Yeah. It's good old music, but combined with fashion, it makes the show explosive.
And
You
the
know I
fashion
love
is
it.
fun.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
So-
yes. I love the music element of it, too, because you kind of get the both at the same time.
Yeah.
Right.
But I want to know, what are some of the hot trends that you're expecting to see on Sunday? Because, you know, we go through a
Yes.
lot to get
Yes.
ready.
Yeah.
And then, you know, y'all tear us down real fast if it ain't right.
No.
So what is it you're expecting to see or looking forward to seeing on Friday?
Well, like you said, Adrian, I really love these music shows because it invites people to get adventurous. Musicians are artists. We got to let them express their art. So I'm looking forward to see a lot of beautiful slinky gowns because a lot of the 70s are coming back with just that Scarface style of the, you know, a nice drop
Shelf
gown.
leather.
Yes. Nudes are huge right now. I'm sure you guys see it all over Instagram. Nudes in lace, in silks, in satins. Cushiony et Oaks came out with an amazing collection of everything you can imagine in fabric in nudes. 80s rocker glam is coming back, like huge one-shoulder pieces. Saint Laurent released a whole collection called With the Band, so it looks like everybody who's just with the band. You know, leather leggings, patent leather suits, and also, velvet.
Yes,
Velvet is
so big.
magic. Yes, it's huge. And
Yeah.
Prada. And this new line called Monse, they came out with an amazing runway collection of velvets in midnight blue that looks iridescent. So I can't wait to see which each celebrity is going to wear. Yeah. It's going to be so much fun. You'll see it all. I'll post it on my Instagram page. I'm so excited to cover this. Make sure to watch the AMAs pre-show at the AMAs starting 6:30 this Sunday night on ABC. And now, who's ready for some girl chat?
I am.
Okay, first up, in just a few short months, President Obama and First Lady Michelle will be leaving the White House, and while they're going to be missed, many are hoping for a future return. For a while now, people have constantly brought up the idea that Michelle should make a presidential run. In fact, at a recent event at the White House this week, Michelle had to address the idea head on. Check it out.
You all, please, thanks so much. Welcome. Be quiet back there.
So would FLOTUS make a good POTUS?
I kind of feel like that was when I say
I got
something
what-
like
I know
that,
what you're talking
that's
about.
kind of like a just wait and see
Just
what
you
I got
wait.
going on. Don't, you know, it's almost like just sit back. Because if you think in
I-
4 years, the kids
I
will be a
think
little
she's
older.
so tired of being in that. I think she's just ready to
Don't
get
even
out.
bring it up.
But she's so serious about her efforts, and what better way? I mean, because we were part of like Get Fit campaign,
Yes.
and then
Yes.
and I actually
Jumpin'
sang
Jacks.
at a luncheon. Oh, Jumpin' Jacks and Apples, and I actually sang at the luncheon. And what I found, she would make such an amazing president because she's so personable. A part of what was missing in this election was people weren't getting out to talk to the real people. And I told her my kids flew in town and wanted to see her. She was like, bring them to me. Security just started scattering. And the weirdest part was they already knew my children's names. I don't think they on Instagram. They just let you know how powerful the government is. They're like, Rodney, Romello. And she took the photo, even though it wasn't a planned thing. That personable thing is what our nation needs.
If anybody ever gets a chance to meet Ms. Michelle Obama, the most magical thing about her is that she makes you feel like the most important person in the room when she speaks to you. She gathers all your attention, and she's very present. You imagine this woman gets pulled in so many different directions, but she makes you feel like you're the only person she cares to hear from at this moment. And I love just that quality, because I would like to see that the person who represents our country feels like they care about every single individual.
And the way she does it, she's very genuine.
Yes.
She's very, very genuine about it. But what I love about her is I feel like she appeals to everyone, whether you're black, white, Latino, young, old, Republican, Democrat, and also she's such an amazing speaker. I've noticed that when she speaks, she has this strength about her, but at the same time, there's this warmth. There's this, humility. And I love that about Michelle. She's awesome. Well, to all the young people out there, if you want to run for president one day, make sure to do your homework. I know she would say that too. However, in an article posted on ScaryMommy.com, Clint Edwards, a father of 2 elementary school children and an educator himself, raised a question of whether it's a good idea to not give students homework, instead asking them to focus on things such as eating dinner as a family, playing outside, and getting to bed early. Clint argues that taking away homework may not be the best idea because it can ill-prepare students on how to work outside the classroom later on in life. That's interesting. Did you guys like doing homework?
Okay, I went to public school, shout out to PS 110 in New York City. But I don't know about you guys, like I had like an old school Jansport book bag, and I carried so many books home, and I spent hours, like if I'm gonna be honest, up to 4 hours doing homework. So I say yes and no. You've got to find a balance. I think kids should have an opportunity to do homework so that they can learn that they need to discipline themselves and be able to get work done on their own. But it shouldn't be 4 hours worth of it. It should be an hour. And then I really wanted to do extracurricular activities like karate, which helps you with social skills and focus, soccer, piano classes, dance, ballet. I think those things are super important. And again, making sure that you're not falling asleep doing projects like this in your books, which I did so many nights, and that can't be good. The one thing I really valued about homework was the discipline it taught me. Because today, you know, we get booked outside of just this. I mean, well, first of all, we have homework for this show.
We do.
Before each show, we get a binder full of information about our guests so that we do our homework to study up on their work that they've done. So my whole point is that stuff about homework back in the day, I used to complain all the time. I really didn't love it because I wanted to be outside playing with kids. But I know that it trained me to now be able to know my environment I need to kill it in real life.
No, it's
you know what I mean? I need that.
I think you
I'm the opposite. I was so bombarded with homework that now I just be like, let's just wing it.
Well, you know, some studies show that homework at a young age can cause physical and emotional fatigue.
Yes.
Fuel negative attitudes about learning and limit leisure time for children. But the thing is that I think it's like what you said, it was the amount of homework. Plus, back when you and I were going to school with me many years ago, it was books. But now you have computers, so you don't have as much, you know, as far as carrying stuff home. I just think that is good. I mean, you guys are the mothers at the table.
I say balance.
What do you do?
Me
balance,
too. I agree.
Balance, because there's nothing worse than the overachiever that's stressed out. And they can be really successful, but typically they're not happy people. And I think a part of continuing to do what you do and being great at what you do is having that balance. So my thoughts would be, and this is what I do with my boys, they've been blessed to go to an academy that I love. Our Heritage family is diverse, but they also uplift all of the processes that the children go through. So for instance, after care, you don't just go play. You go in, you do your homework, and then you're allowed to play any sport on the 62 acres that you like to.
Like work hard, play hard.
You work hard, you play hard.
Yeah.
And that's something I had to learn, because when you make your first album at 12 years old, you miss a big part of, I don't know what prom was like. I
Right.
don't know what a lot of that was like. I don't know what dating in other people's opinion, not being in it, is like. So with that, I always work hard to try to make sure that my children remain children. And with the one time they did experience a school before this one, long before, where they did a lot of schoolwork and homework till sometimes 12, 1 in the morning.
God.
They just were not themselves. They weren't as happy. And I see a level of happiness now that's irreplaceable, because they got a lot of life to live. So they don't need
See
to
that?
feel like us when we're looking at light bills and mortgages.
Well, according to parent.org, tips on how to help your child do their homework. First of all, make a plan, establish expectations before the school year starts. That's really good, you know.
And you could also create and stick to a daily schedule. Have them do their homework at the same time
Exactly.
every day.
And don't be afraid to ask for extra professional help. You know, some of y'all be trying to help y'all kids.
Yeah.
And y'all don't know that new math or the old math.
Hallelujah.
So go ahead and help your kids if you need to get them
Yes.
a tutor
Yeah.
or, you know,
Yes.
an auntie that knows math. Hey.
Well, while helping your child with homework could make you frustrated and angry when you're trying to explain the old math.
Yes.
But you guys, should you ever show it? So a recent article in New York Magazine detailed how being seen as a angry woman is all too often seen as being negative by most people. So you might get called difficult or even the B word, you know, just for expressing how you feel. So the question is, do you all feel like in today's society, women are just not allowed to be angry anymore because then you get stereotyped? Yes.
Yeah?
I mean, you guys, there's not
everybody's
even,
like, yes.
For somebody who in our industry is demanding, there's the word diva. What's the word for the dude?
Punk.
What's up with that?
Mitch.
No, but like seriously, like people are more apt to call a woman a diva if she requires certain things, but if the man requires something,
He's called
They're
driven.
powerful.
yeah,
they're
he's
smart.
driven,
They're,
he's specific, he's professional. Like that is
Detail.
hard.
Yeah.
You
know what? I've just learned it's not what you say, it's how you say it.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I bring
You
my.
always say that.
I always say that.
Always
I bring my southern hospitality to work with me every day. I mean, I came out here, they were moving around props. I just wanted to say hey to everybody. They working hard for us too.
Yeah.
So I had a mom that was a lot like Tamara in the sense that she's never, I'm not saying you don't at home, but I know here she's never out of character. And I think that was a good representation, because I think there's no excuse for being disrespectful and
Ever.
nasty.
Yes.
Whether
Ever.
it's the
100%.
janitor or
My
the
mom
CEO.
always said
100%.
there's a time
Yes.
and a place
Yes.
for everything.
Yeah.
But
No,
no.
let me tell you what I had to learn to control. And I realized that I was just born with it, but I had to learn to control it, because it can be misread. Baby, my neck can do some things that
Okay.
not
Oh,
one
yeah.
thing. And sometimes when I'm talking, I have to like, ooh, neck off the swivel.
Yeah, you gotta hold
I gotta mannequin challenge it, because
not gonna do this,
Yeah,
challenge
right
because
now.
what happens is when my neck takes off, and it happens to my 3-year-old. I was born with it. I inherited it from my Aunt Laura. So my neck just starts going crazy, and if my hands join, I'm offending you, and I look like I want to fight. But in real life, I just meant what I said.
Right.
So
Oh my God.
I've learned to.
The other day, yes, I was talking to Israel. And because of the way I talk, being from New York, I talk with my hands, so I'll be trying to be funny, like, what were you about to do? And I'll do all of this. And Iz will be like, babe, people are gonna actually think you're angry with me. Like, they're
Right.
gonna think you're upset with me. I'm like, who's gonna think that? But I'm doing all this stuff, and he's like, you gotta be careful, because people from afar, and especially because people just wanna find something to say. If you're in a
Amen.
public place, they wanna have something to say. And I could be doing this being funny, but they would say, they're arguing.
Oh, wait a minute. Let me tell you what just hit me. Another thing is, don't come for me or say nothing to me in a group of people. And don't come for me or say nothing to me on social media. If you don't have my number, wait till you see me. Because then my neck get for real. You know, I don't like that. Yes, so I think sometimes along with what you say and how you say it is where you say it.
Yeah.
Keep that
Exactly.
to yourself till you
There
see
you
me.
go.